Kingdom Come: Deliverance is probably the most historically accurate game about rural 15th century Bohemia this year. Although, I'm not sure. Now, I don't have a PhD in history, I can't even read. But I was there. I met all of these people in real life and this game got everything wrong. Quick side note, I've seen some Yanks confused where this game takes place. It's not Germany or Hungary, the game's setting is Czechoslovakia. And before you say Czechoslovakia doesn't exist anymore, yeah, it's an historical game. This is why you need me to explain everything. Also, I have a lot of Czech viewers. Or at least I had before I made this video. But I don't want to lose the rest of them, so from now on, no more jokes about the Czech. So, is Kingdom Come: Deliverance really historically accurate? Let's begin with the game's story. Elder Scrolls Bohemia actually starts with summing up the events prior to the game. I can too! Dude named Charles ruled and he built a bridge and people liked him. Then he died and his son, Vakislaki IV, took over. It's the Czech pronunciation. But the German aristocracy didn't like him because of his weird name. Then Sigismund showed up, who had a less weird name, so they joined him. I know, finally a game where Germans are the villains. Then we are introduced to the main character. This is Henry. No, I've already made an historical video about a guy named Henry. I'm gonna have to give him a traditional Czech name. This is Pilsner. He's not some foretold hero, he's a nobody and very, very dumb. The game has been praised for that, people say it's refreshing, but it's not historically accurate. If you look up Henry of Skalitz on Wikipedia, it clearly states that he was the chosen one and had like 7 prophecies written about him and could totes use magic and shit. The game tells the story of him becoming a knight, but the real guy saved the world from an ancient evil. I think the only thing the story gets correct is that they all spoke British English. So, what about the gameplay? Apparently they spent thousands of hours researching sword combat. What a waste of time, I used a mace. Or a bow. When you hit someone with the bow, they don't instantly die like in those 3 documentaries. And it's hard to aim. In one quest you go into the forest to capture rabbits and it's impossible to hit the damn things. Yet the truth is, if I went into a forest with a bow, I would catch 0 rabbits, which makes this super unrealistic. You can then cook the rabbits. Back in medieval Europe, you had to eat food or you would die. There are no hamburgers or Pizza Huts, because they didn't actually have those. Only people that did were time travelers. Hollywood has made it look like there were time travelers everywhere, but in reality they were pretty rare. Cooking though is just a hobby, you are really supposed to walk into strangers' houses and eat from their pots. We know this is something that really happened because I still do this today. Another arch mimic real life moment. In one quest you are required to read a book, and if you misread it, an entire village dies. This also happened to me. But that was yesterday, so I've gotten over it. All in all, gameplay got some stuff right. Finally, the setting. The most historically authentic game before this was Return of the King on Xbox One, but that takes place in Middle Earth and this is Germany or Hungary. Honestly though, besides the orcs and the weed, they are pretty similar. The clothing is very accurate, this is what all Slavs looked like before the invention of the tracksuit. But I've researched everywhere and I haven't found these clothes. I can't find any proof they made clothing that looked like a texture glitch. They completely messed up the animals. Many medieval stories reference dragons, but there are no dragons. Worse though is that the Bohemian coat of arms has a lion, but there are no wild lions with cute crowns. That's a huge oversight. And obviously the developers can't do anything for us to smell the smell. So for extra immersion I played the game in an outhouse, and whoever was there before me did the designers a huge favor. Final conclusion. They didn't use fire arrows. 0 out of 100. Literally unplayable.